So now we are doing hybrid inheritance. So what is hybrid inheritance? We having the combination of two inheritance. For example, we having a multi-level inheritance and we are having a multiple inheritance. When the combination these type of combination occurs, the inheritance is called a hybrid inheritance. So first of all, what we are doing in the code, so it is bit similar to the previous multi-level question which we are done in our previous video. So we having a student class, and the student class properties inherited to the test class, and the test class properties inherited to our result class. We having a one more separate class named as sport, which contains the marks of the sports. When we are doing the result, when we are want to print our result, we having the test number as well as sports number. So these in the test and sport class having the property inherit their properties to our result. So basically it is a combination of multi-level and multiple inheritance. Now we have to move forward and we are taking a code here. Now we having a class. First class is our student class. So in student class we having a int roll number, and then we having a public section. In public section I would like to call a function void get roll number. Take the value of int type. Okay, take the value of int type and we assign the value to our roll number variable x. And if we want to print the roll number, we having another void display function which prints our roll number. There is no argument in our function and we want to print roll number, so roll number is dash roll. We having and line. Now we have to move forward. We are creating a class test. So in class test we having a semicolon and we are inherit the properties of class student into our class test publicly. Now we have a public specifier and the name of our previous or parent class student. Now it's time to code for our test class. So in test class we having a protected section. In protected section we having a two float value name as marks 1 and marks 2. Let's take m1 and m2. It's quite similar, easier. We having a public section here, and in public section we are take the marks from the user. We having a get marks function. Let's take the two float value as x and float y. So that's it about our get marks function. Now we have to assign our m1 value to the value of x and m2 value to y. Now if we want to print our marks, now we having another void display function which display our marks. Let's take it as we having no argument here. We have our out statement marks and semicolon and the value of m1. We having a line break here. Now we having a out statement which takes the marks 2. M2. So that's it about our class test, and now we are having a class sports, which is not inherited right now. So we having a class sports which carries our protected section, and in protected section we having a float value of our sports marks. Let's take it as SP, and we having a public section, and in public section first we have to take the value from the user. Let's take get SP, and it contains a float value argument. Let's take as X, and assign SP is equals to X. Now if we want to print our value of sports, so we having a display function here, display SP. It doesn't contain any argument, sports marks, that's it, and we having a SP and line break. So now we are inherit the properties of our class sports and our class test to our new class named as result. Class result. We having public specifier for our test class, and we having another public specifier for our sport class. Now it's time to print our total. Let's take float total, and first we have a void display which display our result. So total will contains M1 plus M2 and the SP value which inherit from our sport class, and M1 and M2 is inherited by our marks class. So that's it. Now we are easily call our function which is belong to our parents class. So first we are need to void display roll number. No roll number. What is the function name? Okay, fine. It is our function name. I don't need to write void. I am calling the function here. Now we having a display marks, and then we are need out statement. We having more display SP function which display our sports marks, and we having a cout statement which gives our total value here, total break line. So that's it about our function. Now we are creating the object using our result class. Result. Let's take obj as an object, and first we have to assign the roll number. So obj get roll number. So roll number is 10. Let's say 10, and obj dot get marks, we having a float value over here. Let's take as 70, 60 and 70. Now we having obj dot, now we are need to get our SP, our sports marks, it is 89. Now we are need to display here, so we call the display function which is belongs to our result class. Now it's time to call. Okay, fine, I caught an error because of I didn't put here public, so we are not access or display function in main function, so it is mandatory to write public over here so that we are call easily in our main function. Now we have to move forward for call. So that's it. What we get a roll number because for when the display is called, the first requirement is to call our function for roll number which display our roll number. That's why we getting a roll number s10. And now we are displaying the marks, so marks first display, marks 2 display, and then we have to display our marks of sports, and that's why we getting the sports marks. And last we having a total as a result. So that's it about hybrid inheritance.